Welcome to the monastery of Innos, stranger. I am Brother Pedro, a humble servant of Innos and the warder of the gate to the holy monastery. What is it you require?
Tell me about life in the monastery.
We live in the monastery in order to serve Innos. We novices perform the work and study the scriptures when we have the opportunity. The magicians watch over us, and they explore the arts of magic.
I want to enter the monastery.
Only the servants of Innos are allowed to enter the monastery. If you want to pray to Innos, go find one of the roadside shrines. You will find the tranquility to pray there.
What do I have to do to be accepted in the monastery?
If you want to be accepted into the Brotherhood of Innos, you must learn and obey the rules of the monastery. Also, we demand the gifts to Innos from each new novice, a sheep and 1,000 gold pieces.
That's a whole lot of gold.
It is a sign that you are beginning a new life as a servant of Innos. When you are accepted, you will be forgiven all your previous transgressions. And consider, you cannot take back the decision to become a servant of Innos.
What are the rules you live by?
Innos is the god of truth and justice, and thus we may never lie or commit a crime. Should you transgress against a brother of the community or steal our property, you will pay a penalty for it. Innos is also the god of law and fire. As a novice, you must show obedience and respect to all magicians of fire.
I see.
Furthermore, it is the duty of a novice to carry out all the work in the monastery for the good of the community. If you are prepared to follow these rules and have the offering to Innos, we are willing to accept you into our monastery as a novice.
I want to become a novice.
You did not bring the required offering with you.
I've got this statuette here. I think they're missing it in the monastery. Can I come in now?
Well, under these truly exceptional circumstances, you are free to become a novice.
I want to become a novice.
Is that really what you wish to do? For you must know that there will be no turning back for you then.
Yes, I want to dedicate my life to the service of Innos.
Then be welcome, brother. I give to you the key to the monastery gate. As a sign of your free decision, it is up to you to open the gate and step through. You are now a novice. Wear this robe as a sign that you are now a member of this brotherhood. When you are in the monastery, go to Parlan. He'll see to your needs from now on.
Will my transgressions be forgiven now?
Not yet. Speak to Master Parlan. He will bless you and wash you clean of your sins.
We have not yet spoken with one another, and already you have incurred a burden of guilt. We do not tolerate brawling in the monastery. Such behavior violates our rules. We live here according to rules. They also apply to you. For your crime, you will make a donation to the monastery.
How much?
50 gold pieces.
I want to pay the penalty.
I accept your donation. Your transgressions are forgiven. May Innos give you the wisdom not to make the same mistakes again. Welcome, new novice. I am Parlan.
I am...
a novice. It is not important who you were before. Now you are a servant of Innos. That is all that matters. And with the acceptance into the Brotherhood of Fire, all of your previous transgressions will be forgiven. May Innos bless this man who places his life in his service and wash away his sins.
And now?
First, you will fulfill the duties of a novice. You will work and serve the Brotherhood. You can give your gold to Gorax, our steward. You will find him in the winery. When you have done that, we shall speak about your work here in the monastery.
I'm looking for the Eye of Innos.
I don't know who told you about that. But the divine artifact is not accessible to anyone.
Where is the Eye of Innos kept?
The fewer people know this secret, the better it is protected. Seek for it, and you will not find it.
Can I be of assistance to you?
Here, I've got the statuette that Daron was supposed to bring to the monastery.
It is truly embarrassing that such a valuable piece is brought to us by an aspiring novice. Nevertheless, this confirms your commitment to serve Innos. I'm very obliged to you, young novice.
I'm looking for a place to sleep.
There's an empty bed right next door. The first on the right, next to the entrance. You can sleep there. You can store your belongings in one of the unused chests. And remember, you have no business entering the sleeping chambers of the magicians. You're also not allowed to enter the library, unless you've been given permission.
What's your task here?
My tasks are many and varied. Not only am I the steward, but I am also the treasurer. Moreover, I supervise the wine cellar, and I'm in control of the monastery's food supplies. So, if there's anything you need, you can always come to me and get it. For a modest contribution, that is.
I need a few things.
I always act in the name of Innos.
How can I serve the community?
Speak to the other magicians.
As if I don't have
They
enough
will give you
problems.
tasks. I will oversee your work, and when you have fulfilled your duties adequately, you will receive permission to enter the library to study the word of Innos.
And there's more, believe me.
Tell me about the Eye of Innos.
All right?
They're all just rumors.
The Eye of Innos contains a part of the divine power of Innos. Only one chosen servant of Innos
More trouble.
is permitted to bear the amulet. It was created to protect us from the powers of evil when the time comes.
That's totally obvious.
Do you have an assignment for me?
Yes, there is indeed something you can do for the community. The novices' chambers could do with a good sweeping. Take care of that.
But that will take forever.
Then you'd better start right away, hadn't you?
Innos deals out fair punishment.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Hey, you!
What do you want?
Easy as that.
What are you doing here?
That's
I have transgressed against the precepts of the community. Now I'm waiting for the decision of the High Council, whether I may remain in the monastery.
forever.
Tell me what
Never
happened.
change.
I took a book from the rooms of the magicians
So
while
it
I
says
was
in the
sweeping,
scriptures.
so I could read it later. Master Highglass noticed it immediately, of course,
Over
and
again.
asked me about the book. Out of
Never
fear
gonna
of being
change that.
punished, I lied about it.
I used to say that
But he
myself.
caught me later when I was in my chamber with the book. He was really angry and informed the High Council. Now they are discussing whether I can stay.
What's right or wrong.
Is there any way I can
As
help
if
you?
I don't have
No.
enough problems.
I've been delivered up to the mercy of Innos and the magicians.
Nobody ever asks me.
I'm staying out of it.
Hello. You're also new here, aren't you?
Yes. How long have you been here?
I've been here for 4 weeks. Have you already been given a fighting staff?
Not so far.
Then take this one. We novices all carry a staff as a sign of our ability to defend ourselves. Can you fight?
Well, I've wielded a weapon or two.
If you want, I can teach you something. However, I have a request.
What request would that be?
Well, one of the paladins, Sergio, is in the monastery at the moment. If you can persuade him to go through a few exercises with me, then I'll train you.
I shall see what can be done. I'm supposed to sweep the novices' chambers.
You've saddled yourself with a lot of work there. You know what? I'll help you. You'll never finish that alone. But I really need a Fist of Wind spell scroll. You know, I got lucky and was allowed to read a book about it. And now, naturally, I want to try the spell. So get me the spell scroll and I'll help you.
About the spell scroll.
Do you have a Fist of Wind spell for me?
Here's the spell scroll you wanted.
That's good. Then I'll help you clean the chambers.
Do you have an assignment for me?
You novices have worked hard lately, and those who work a lot shall eat a lot too. I'm giving you a key to the larder. You'll find some mutton sausages there. Distribute them among the novices, but fairly. Once you've done that, you can come see me again.
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Am I the only one helping you?
No, I've already got some help.
Then I'm in.
You already know what I think.
Hey! I'm busy distributing sausages.
Thanks. Hopefully that won't be the last sausage I get around here.
Hey! How about a delicious mutton sausage?
I wouldn't say no to that. Thanks. That's just what I needed.
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Oh dear. You just got here and you let them make you do the sweeping already. Console yourself. It was exactly the same with me when I first got here. And that's why I'm going to help you. It would be ridiculous if we couldn't handle it.
What do you want?
I'm new here.
So I see. If you still don't have any work, talk to Pardon. He'll assign you some.
That was no big deal.
What are you planting here?
We're trying to grow healing plants that Master Neoras can use to brew potions.
And there's more, believe me.
Here, I've got a mutton sausage for you.
Sheep sausage, sheep cheese, sheep milker. It's getting so I can't stand the sight of it.
So, do you want the sausage or not?
Oh, give it here already.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Dnes deals out fair punishment.
Hey!
Do you really think?
How about it?
I wouldn't.
I'm staying out of it.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Wait a minute.
Tell me that isn't true.
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Forget it. I don't have time for that. Look for somebody else to help
Been
you.
there, done that.
Would you...
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
I couldn't care less.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
How about...
You don't have to ask me that.
Tell me that isn't true.
Would you...
Sure.
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Sure, I'll help. We novices have to stick together. One hand washes the other. I just need 50 gold pieces because I still have to pay Parlan.
All right, I'll pay.
Good, then I'll get started.
Hey, you!
What can I do for you, brother?
I'm busy distributing sausages.
So you work for Gorax, huh? All right. Pass the sausage, then.
Why aren't you working?
I am permitted to study the teachings of Innos. I seek wisdom in his words. One day, he would choose me. And then, I shall take the test of magic and enter the circle of fire.
Who are the chosen?
The novices whom Innos has ordained to take the test of magic. He who passes it is accepted into the ranks of the magicians of fire.
How can I be chosen?
You have no influence on that. Innos alone chooses his novices, and the High Council announces his will.
What is the test of magic?
A test which is announced by the High Council to all chosen novices. It is an assignment in which faith and cleverness are put to the test. All the chosen novices take part, but it is only possible for one of them to complete it successfully.
How can I study the scriptures?
You must gain access to the library. However, Master Parlan will only give you the key if you have first finished your duties.
Hey!
Hello. You must be the new guy. I'm Obelus. I take care of the sheep around here.
How long have you been in the monastery?
I've been here 3 years, but so far I haven't studied, although I'd like to.
Why not?
My job is looking after the sheep, not studying the scriptures. As long as Master Parlan doesn't release me from this duty, I'm not allowed to study in the library.
I've got this mutton sausage here.
Oh man, fantastic. Finally another delicious mutton sausage.
How shall I act here in the monastery?
Never lie to a magician. Don't transgress against a brother of the community. Respect the property of the community. If you violate these rules, you have to pay a penalty to Master Parlan. Apart from that, I can only advise you to be careful around Aegon. If you don't watch out, you'll end up like Babo.
Who are Aegon and Babo?
Aegon takes care of the herb garden. He's also a novice, but he acts like he was the chosen one himself. Babo came to the monastery shortly before you. At first he helped Aegon in the herb garden. But they must have had a fight, and Babo has been sweeping the courtyard ever since.
Do you know what happened?
Not exactly. You'll have to ask them. But Aegon's word has more weight than that of the other novices because he's the governor's nephew.
Is there anything you can teach me?
Sure. I used to beat up people. I can show you how to strengthen your arms. But I'd like to learn something about potions, especially about magic potions.
How can I help you with that?
Well, if you work for Neoras, you'll certainly have an opportunity to borrow one of his recipes for a short time. If you bring it to me so that I can take a look at it, I'll train you.
I've got the recipe you wanted.
Good. Then let me read it. Yes, I see. Good. Thanks a lot. If you want, you can train with me.
What's your job here?
I prepare the paladins for their fight against evil.
What is evil?
Evil is everywhere. It is the power of Beliar, the eternal adversary of Innos. It is the all-encompassing blackness which seems to blot out the light of Innos forever. Beliar is the Lord of darkness, of hate, and of destruction. Only those among us in whose hearts burns the holy fire of Innos will bear the radiant light of Innos into the world and banish the darkness.
But there are only magicians and novices living in the monastery.
That is correct. In contrast to our community which honors the word of Innos, the paladins honor the great deeds of our Lord above all else. We are the representatives of Innos, but the paladins are his warriors who go into battle in his name and increase his glory.
Is there anything I can do for you, Master?
For me? No. I do not require your help. Pray rather for the well-being of the warriors of Innos who have gone to the Valley of Mines.
About the novices' chambers.
You actually managed to find 4 novices to help you. I think they can now return to their daily work. Well done, novice. You have accomplished the task I set you.
Those are all just rumors.
You have prayed for my brethren. I want to thank you for that. Tell me what I can do for you.
Let me share your fighting experience.
When you fight, always make sure that no one can attack you from behind.
What are you doing here?
I am praying to Innos that he strengthen my arm and my will. Thus I am armed against all dangers and shall destroy all his enemies in order to do him honor.
What enemies?
All those who oppose the will of Innos, whether they be human-born or summoned creature.
Can you go through a few exercises with Babo?
Why doesn't he ask me himself?
I think he's shy.
I see. Good. If it means so much to him, I shall train with him every morning for 2 hours. We begin at 5 o'clock. Tell him that. May Innos illuminate your path.
I'm staying out of it.
I always act in the name
I prayed for the paladins.
You have done well.
I'm staying out of it.
Now go back to doing your work.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Hey,
I can
you!
tell you. That will never change.
So it says in the scriptures.
I talked to Sergio. He's going to train with you every morning for 2 hours, starting at 5 o'clock.
Thanks. What an honor for me. If you want, I'll also show you the secrets of combat.
There have been all kinds of...
Here, have a sausage.
Oh, mutton sausage is great. They taste the best. Come on, give me another sausage.
Then I won't have enough left for the others.
You have one sausage too many anyway, namely the one for you. And what's a sausage among friends? Come on, I'll give you a fire arrow spell scroll for it.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
No, I won't do that.
Man, you're one of those people who are very particular about everything, huh?
That before.
I couldn't get away with that.
Would you sure?
Hey,
What? What's wrong? Why are you bothering me? Can't you see I'm in the middle of an extremely complicated experiment?
I didn't mean to disturb you.
You already have. Well, what do you want?
Have you got work for me?
Yes, I need plants for my experiments. We raise plants ourselves, but we're all out of fire nettles. 7 blossoms should do. Bring me those. Oh, something else. I'm missing a recipe for creating magic potions. If you find it, I would be very grateful.
About your recipe, I found it.
Good. I was afraid it was lost for good. Here, take this magic potion as a sign of my gratitude.
I've got some fire nettles for you.
Excellent. I can work with that. Take this Fist of Wind spell scroll for your help.
Those are all just rumors. Been there, done that.
Enos be with you. I've never seen you before. You are new around here.
Yes, I only just joined.
In that case, I hope you get settled here fast. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Would you like a sausage?
Ah, delicious that. Thank you so much, brother.
What room is this?
This is where they keep the holy relics of the monastery.
What relics?
Here rests the Hammer of Enos, along with the Shield of Fire. These are the most important relics of Church of Enos, outside the capital of the realm.
Is the Eye of Enos kept here too?
Of course not. What a strange idea. Nobody knows where that divine artifact is to be found.
What are you doing here?
I am the guardian of the sacred artifacts.
Don't you ever sleep?
What an unusual notion. Of course I don't ever sleep. Enos himself grants me the power which allows me to forego sleep altogether. For how else could I fulfill the sacred duties of guardianship?
Do you really never sleep?
No. If a guardian falls asleep, he has failed. But I shall not fail, for Enos gives me the strength and endurance. And I shall never tire.
Tell me about the shield.
The Shield of Fire was born by Dominique in the battle on the Southern Isles. But the power of the shield is never to be wielded again. Therefore, we have nailed it to the wall.
Tell me about the hammer.
This is the sacred hammer of Enos. With this hammer, Saint Robar slew the stone sentinel. The Holy Scriptures say that the stone sentinel was invulnerable. He stood in battle like a tower, and the weapons of his enemies were smashed on his skin of stone. With the name of Enos on his lips, Robar hurled himself at the monster and crushed it with one mighty blow of his hammer.
Tell me that isn't true.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Hey, you! Here, have a sausage, brother.
Good of you to think of me. Usually, I am forgotten. You could let me have another sausage.
Forget it. I won't have enough then.
Hey, one sausage. Nobody will notice that. You'll get something for it. I know a place where some fire nettles grow. If you take them to Neras, he'll surely give you the key to the library. What do you say?
No, forget it.
You want to get in with Gorax, huh? It's always the same with the new novices.
Had to happen sooner or later.
Who told you that?
I used to say that myself.
I always act in the name of Enos.
I've distributed the sausages.
And you have done so fairly. Take these spell scrolls of healing and go back to your work.
Do you have another assignment for me?
Yes. As you know, we make an excellent wine here, and we sell it too. Orlan, the landlord of the inn, the Dead Harpy, has ordered a shipment. We've agreed to 240 gold pieces for the bottles. Bring him these bottles. but don't let him shortchange you.
Could have told you that before.
I'm bringing the wine from the monastery.
Excellent. That's what I've been waiting for. I've already agreed on the price with Master Gorax. I'll give you the 100 gold coins straight away.
No secret.
Are you trying to pull a fast one? The price is 240 gold coins.
So, Gorax warned you, did he? All right. Then maybe the two of us can do a bit of business. Look, I'll give you 100 gold pieces for the wine. You tell Gorax that I pulled the wool over your eyes and you'll get 4 spell scrolls from me.
You don't have to tell me that.
Hey, just give me the 240 gold coins.
You don't want to do business, huh?
You really should have known that.
All right. Here's the gold.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
He really should have known better. He thinks it's as easy as that.
Who told you that?
I went to see Orlan.
And did you get the 240 gold coins?
I've got the gold.
Excellent. You're really useful. Take this spell scroll of healing as a reward. Now go and find yourself something else to do.
Those are all just rumors.
Nobody wants to know.
Can I have access to the library?
You have obtained fire nettles for Brother Neras. You have found Brother Neras's recipe.
have to tell me that.
You have succeeded in finding 4 novices,
That's
and
just what I
thus
said.
cleaned the chambers. You have distributed the food to the novices fairly, as Brother Gorax instructed you. You have sold the wine to Gorax's satisfaction. Yes, you have worked enough.
Away with that.
Now it is time for you to study the teachings of Innos.
Nobody ever
Speak to
asked.
Master Highglass in the library. I hereby give
there,
you
done
the
that.
key.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
It had to happen
About the
sooner or later.
library,
You lucky duck. You got the key to the library, even though you've only been here for a short while. Use your chance and study the old scriptures.
Should have known better.
You don't have to tell me that.
I always act in the name of
Hey, you!
What can I do for you, novice?
I've come to read the scriptures.
I understand. If you can ever make some time between your tedious studies, come to me. There is yet another matter for which I could use a discreet novice.
You have an assignment for me?
Yes. It's about this crazy Ignaz. He lives in Corinus and experiments with various potions and healing drafts, but also magic spells. And that's exactly what worries me. I ask myself if his magic is pleasing to Innos. In order to test this, I need some of his spell scrolls. I want you to go into the city and obtain 3 of his spell scrolls for me, but not a word to anyone. Is that clear?
Sure.
Here are 150 gold pieces. That should cover your expenses.
Here are the spell scrolls you wanted.
Well done, my young friend. But now, it is time that you devote yourself to your studies, and take this spell scroll as a reward.
What exactly is your job?
It is my responsibility to train mages in the art of spherical manifestation.
What does that mean?
Well, I teach them how to summon creatures or beings from other states or spheres. This is usually called summoning, although this expression alone is insufficient for the art of calling a servant. Furthermore, I own some interesting spell scrolls which Gorax does not have, but I only make them available to members of the Order.
I want to undergo the test of fire.
What?
You better watch out who you tell that to.
Are you really serious?
I insist.
You are an exceptional novice. All right.
Do you really
If you are serious, then speak to Master Pyrogar.
Things I could tell you.
That's totally...
Hey, you! Some citizens of Corinus have mysteriously disappeared.
Take your tribute to Gorax at the monastery at once. He will handle it further.
The same is true for the investigation of the unusual earthquakes in the northeastern regions of Corinus. So far, I have not received notice that our intervention would be required. Therefore, we are not going to take any steps in this matter.
Yes, but...
No buts. We shall proceed as we see fit, and I hope even you are going to respect that.
I must talk to the paladins. It's urgent.
And are you going to tell us why you want to talk to them?
I've got an important message for them.
What message would that be?
An army of evil is assembling in the Valley of Mines, led by the dragons. We must stop them as long as we still can.
We shall ponder on your words, novice. When the time has come, we shall let you know what our council decided. In the meantime, you had better see to your duties as a novice.
I want to undergo the test of fire.
So you know about? You want to pass the test of fire?
Yes, I refer to the law of fire, which says...
We know the law of the fire. We have also seen many novices die during the test. You ought to reconsider this decision.
Yes, I have. I want the test, and I am going to pass it.
If you absolutely insist, then the High Council will put you to the test.
I insist on being given the test of fire.
In that case, so be it. When you're ready, each magician from the High Council will give you a mission which you have to fulfill. May Enos have mercy on your soul.
I am ready to face your test, Master.
And only Enos alone knows whether you are going to pass it. You shall be put to the same test which is given to the chosen novices. The test of magic. You probably know that only one of the novices can pass the test.
I see. Who are my competitors then?
Enos, in his wisdom, has chosen 3 novices who are also going to be put through this test. Aegon, Igaraz, and Ulf. They have already started the search. But enough of that. Hear the words of the test. Follow the signs of Enos, and bring us what the believer finds behind the path. You are going to need this key. That is all we have to say to you.
Hey, you! I'm ready to face your test, Master.
So, you want to put yourself to the test? Only a courageous novice demands the test. But courage is not all that you need. Are you clever enough to pass the test? Are you strong enough to meet the dangers that await you? If not, you will pay for it with your life. And now hear your test. In the place of stones, seek the one who was never born. Find him who once was summoned. Overcome the one who cannot be overcome. Measure yourself against the living rock. Fight with the undying stone and destroy it.
Living rock? What kind of a creature would that be?
I have told you everything. Or do you find this test too difficult? Now you will learn what it means to take the test of fire. I will answer no more of your questions.
Hey, you! I'm ready to face your test, Master.
I'm not surprised that you know the old law, but I suspect that you do not realize what risk you are taking. Bear in mind that an impatient spirit will not withstand the test of fire. It has been a long time since anyone took this test, and there is only one man who ever survived it and passed. A young, ambitious novice, then. He has long since found his place in the High Council. I speak of Serpentis.
He won't be the only one who ever passed that test for much longer.
Then I shall not keep you waiting any longer. Hear my test for you. Create a fire arrow rune. That is all. May Enos help you.
Hey, have you really demanded the test of fire?
Yes, and I intend to pass it.
Good. Maybe I can help you with it. I can give you a very useful spell scroll. A sleep spell. Interested?
That was obvious.
What can I do with it?
With this spell, you can put people into a magic sleep for a short time. But only if their will is weaker than yours. That could be very useful if someone is standing in your way.
And how do I know whether the other person has a weaker will?
You needn't bother trying it with the magicians, but you could put most of the novices to sleep.
That's really not my problem.
What do you want for it?
Every magician who is accepted gets one wish. And if you really pass the test of fire, then you could fix it so that I can stay in the monastery.
All right, give me the spell scroll.
Good luck in your test. May Innes help you.
Those are all just rumors.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
Do you really think?
He doesn't see that. I can help him.
That's just what I said. about this before.
It has happened. Enos has chosen me, and I shall take part in the test of magic.
I'm in it too. I demanded the test of fire.
You did what? So either you are a favorite of Enos, or completely crazy.
I've already done a lot of crazy things, so I'm positive I can pull this off too.
Enos holds his hand over me. Therefore, I shall pass this test.
Have you seen Aegon or Ulf?
We split up at the inn. I went to the farms, and those two set out together. But where to, I don't know.
And? Found out anything yet?
Since you stand no chance anyway, I may as well tell you. Don't bother looking near the farms. There is nothing there that will get you anywhere.
Maybe we could work together.
Forget it. I'll accomplish this mission alone. You would just be a hindrance to me.
Do you know anything about a living rock?
No. Did Serpentes give you this test?
Yes. Why?
I think I can imagine what he means. You wouldn't be the first person to fail this test.
Where exactly can I find this living rock?
Just keep following this path. After quite a while, you'll come to a river. Just continue to follow the path up the mountain. It's got to be up there someplace. When you come to a bridge, you've gone too far. If you get that far in the first place. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's supposed to be your test after all. Just you.
Nothing there.
Hey, do you know what happened?
You've been chosen.
Right. Just as I was about to have a cool sip of beer, Darren comes around the corner and tells me I've been chosen. Who would have thought? The will of Innos is unfathomable. What brings you here?
I've demanded the test of fire.
It's not possible. Boy, you are damn brave. Does that mean you will also seek that which the believer finds behind the path?
Looks like it. Have you found out anything yet?
Well, I just followed Aegon, but in the meantime I lost him. And now, what do they say? Follow the signs of Innos. But I don't understand that bit with the path. So what? I'll keep searching.
Nothing there. Nothing there. nothing to plunder. Nothing there. Nothing there.
You are too late. I was here first. I have won.
Congratulations. You really deserved it.
What does that mean? What are you planning?
What are you talking about?
You want to dispute my victory. You want to kill me and take all the glory for yourself. You will never succeed.
Hey!
I am Master Highglass, guardian of the fire and keeper of the knowledge. So Master Parlin has given you permission to study the scriptures. Then it's up to you now to do exactly that. Study, so that you may find enlightenment in the scriptures.
What are you studying, Master?
My research focuses on fire, the power of Enos. It is his gift and at the same time a mighty weapon, and I create runes which contain his power.
Very enlightening. Can you teach me that?
It is Enos who grants the magic. Only to his servants, the magicians of fire, is it given to learn how to wield this power.
I have demanded the test of fire. Ulthar gave me the task to create a fire arrow rune.
Now you want me to teach you the formula?
I don't know how else I could do it.
All right, I'll teach you the formula. But first you need to find all the necessary ingredients.
What ingredients do I need for a fire arrow rune?
Read up on it. It's right there in the books.
Teach me to create the fire arrow rune.
In order to create a fire arrow rune, you'll need to join the sulfur with the rune stone at the rune table. The power of the fire arrow, spelled scroll, will flow into the rune, and you will possess a tool of Enos. So, once you have all the raw materials, walk over to the rune table and create your rune.
Hey! I have created the rune.
Well done, novice. You shall keep this, your first rune. Once you have reached the first circle of fire, you will be able to use it. You will fulfill this test to my satisfaction.
Hey, you! I have defeated the golem.
What? You have actually done it? But without the Hammer of Enos, you would never have been able to destroy the golem. Nevertheless, I must admit that you have fulfilled the task I have given you, and I had best take the hammer myself.
Hey, you! I found the runestone.
You did it? You followed the signs and discovered the hidden portal?
And I defeated all those monsters who had already marked me down as a snack.
And the other novices then? What about Aegon? Did they not succeed before you?
They have failed. I suppose they weren't destined to pass the test.
Well, then we declare that you have passed this test, and the runestone shall be yours to keep.
Will I be accepted into the Magician's Guild now?
You did it. You have passed the test of fire. We were certain all along that you would succeed in doing this. Just as certain as we are that you will continue to give your best to become a worthy servant of Enos. So, if you are ready to swear the oath of fire, you shall be accepted into our ranks as a magician.
I am ready to step into the circle of fire.
Right. Then swear the sacred oath of fire. Do you swear before Lord Enos the Almighty, his servants and the holy flame, that henceforth and forever your very life shall be united with the fire, until your body and soul find rest in its sacred halls and the flame of your life dies away?
I swear.
By speaking the words of the oath, you have entered the pact with the fire. Wear this robe as a token of the eternal bond. Now that you have been accepted into our ranks, you can talk to Lord Hagen, the High Commander of the Paladins. We are also very interested to hear how he assesses the situation. So, you are free now to go to Khorinis. We expect you to bring us his answer immediately.
I'd like to express a wish.
After he has been accepted, each magician has the right to his first act. So, what will your first act as a magician be,
Let the novice Dirian stay in the monastery.
So be it. The novice will be allowed to remain in the monastery, and he will fill the position of gardener, which is now vacant.
What can I learn now?
First of all, you are now entitled to learn about the circles of magic. They will give you the power to use the runes. The higher you rise through the 6 circles of magic, the stronger the spells become that you can work. You can learn the formulas from the brothers in the monastery. Each of them has specialized in a certain area which he will teach you. Karas, for example, is a master of invocation and summoning. And Hyglas will teach you the magic of fire. Nobody knows more about the powers of ice and thunder than Marduk. Parlin can teach you various other incantations, and he will initiate you into the first circles. But each of them will only teach you the formula. The runes you will have to create for yourself.
You have sworn your oath, brother. Welcome to our ranks. I will instruct you in the circles of magic when you have enough experience. Take this runestone as a token that the power now lies in your hands.
Teach me.
I cannot teach you more formulas at the moment.
Teach me the first circle of magic.
The first circle of magic allows you to use the runes which you have created. You can now learn the formulas of the spells to create your own runes. Each of us specializes in an area of magic. So consider well what sort of magic yours shall be.